Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Midnight in the Wind. I kind of fell off the face of the earth for a while, didn't I? Sorry about that. I had a lot going on. I got a promotion at work and then it got extremely busy and I just didn't have time to record. This is the first time I've been on the bike in over 2 weeks, which is kind of sad. I missed riding every single day. I was working overnights for the last 2 weeks, so I slept most of the day away. And it's just been long days since then. So here we are, back out again, taking a jot. I'm gonna go check out the riverfront down here and see what it's like. I've never been down there. I have no idea what way it's gonna take us. And I'm also trying a new app, Rever. I'm sure some of you have used it. Hopefully it works out. I always get a little nervous. That's not it. That's our driveway. It also seems to, I've taken it through a couple turns already. It also seems to be a little behind. So I'm hoping I take all the right turns. I've been down this road before. It has an insane turn that you're about to see. It's also a road that I would never take in the dark because it's super woody and I'm sure there's a lot of wildlife and it's just a motorcycle's accident waiting to happen. Otherwise, during the day, it's a pretty beautiful road. It's somewhat sketchy because it's very narrow, but you'll see that turn in just a little bit. Anyways, like I said, we're driving down the riverfront to see what it's about. Just a little life update. Got a promotion, which is awesome. Here's this turn. It's pretty legit. I've taken this road I think 2 other times, and the first time I wasn't prepared for it, so it kind of scared me. I've also been test riding some bikes. I'm really hoping to be able to trade in my little Suzuki here for a bigger bike in the next few months. It's a stretch. It'll probably be longer. I probably won't get one until the beginning of next year. Unfortunately, I got to get some of the things in line for it to work out. But I've been test riding some Harleys. I test rode a Softail Standard. I really like the bike. I love the power compared to what I have now. The frame is a little wide for me. I'm a little thing. I'm only 5'2", so the width of it's a little. There must be a car coming? Oh, that was weird and awfully nice of them. Oh, jeez. Otherwise, I love the bike. I was trying to do some research online. There's a Softail Slim, which makes it think that you'd think the bike would be slimmer, but I'm sure that's not what the difference is. I was trying to do some research to see, and I couldn't figure out very much about it, so I was gonna go eventually and see if they have one of those in stock that I can test ride. But then I also went to a demo day, which if you've never been to a demo day or have never heard of a demo day, at Harley, it's when the Harley bus comes and they have all the newest models for you to come out and test ride as you please. You can ride every single model that they have. I unfortunately didn't get there till a couple hours before they were gonna stop doing it. So I only got the test ride 2 because I think they only do it every like half hour. So I test rode the Standard again because it had been a few weeks since I did the original test ride, and I wanted to make sure that I still felt the same way. The handlebars are too far away for me, but that's an easy fix. And I'm sure I could get used to the frame and how wide it is, because it wasn't extremely uncomfortable. My leg was resting on almost the motor, and it makes me a little nervous. But then I test rode I think it was an Iron 1200. Don't quote me on that, and please don't yell at me if I said the name wrong. Which is extremely skinny bike. But the iron was it's extremely slim, which was fantastic. I loved it. I loved the handlebars on it. But though, because of the framework on it, because it's very not bulky, the entire bike shook because of the motor, which I'm not opposed to, but I mean, it gives you a good running on your arms. It's kind of rough. I didn't record. I should have recorded when we did the demo day, but I never know how people feel about it, which I guess I should start getting used to asking. But that was a fun bike to ride. If I could have combined the two and kind of met in the middle, it would have been perfect. I think I'm supposed to turn here. I didn't actually pay attention to see if I cut that truck off, and if I did, I'm really sorry. So I'm hoping to find a bike soon. I have decided finally that I am gonna buy a Harley, whether anybody agrees with me or not. There's a couple reasons. I went into a different dealership, I'm not gonna name which one it is, and had a terrible experience. We were in there for 15 minutes and didn't get greeted or waited on by anybody. Granted, it was about an hour until they closed, but in a business like that where you could make a deal and make it or break it, I feel like somebody should have greeted us. And I understand that that's just one location and that shouldn't be off the brand, but after we went into that dealership, we went across the way and went to the Harley dealership, and it was a complete 180. The guy that we met there, his name's Mike, is absolutely fantastic. He was the reason that I'm going to buy a Harley. The way that he treated me, it was the first time I'd been in a dealership, me being a woman, that he did not treat me different because of it. He didn't act like I was stupid, that I didn't know what I was looking for or talking about. He talked to me like I've been riding my entire life, asked me questions and not talk to the person that I was with. It was just an overall great experience, and he's 100% the reason that I'm going to buy a Harley. So, like I said, hopefully in the next few months that'll be able to be a thing. But until then, Susie here is my ride or die. I do love her. She's such a small bike and it's a perfect fit for me, but it also feels like I'm kind of riding a scooter, just the way that it feels beneath me. I'm sitting on top of it. It's not very big, which was great when I was learning. I felt super comfortable on it. But I need some power, man. I need something that doesn't feel like it's gonna die on me if I push it past 55. Heck, if I push it past 45. Plus, I want to be able to do group rides and not feel like I'm holding everybody back because it takes forever to get up to speed. But when I got her, it was the right bike for me. It was the perfect size and weight for me to learn on and be comfortable and not be scared of riding. I did get a compliment when I was doing the demo days. One of the ladies, I think, also does like the training class, gave me a huge compliment, said my skills are fantastic and that I can handle any bike I jump on, which I'm glad. She has more confidence in me than I do myself, because I get scared when bikes are heavy. Because if I fall over, there's no way I'm picking that sucker up. According to Google Maps, I was going the wrong way anyways, which is probably my own fault. I don't think I actually put in an address for the park that I wanted to hit. I think I I just like selected the location on the screen, so who knows where it would have actually brought us. But to drive through Briarcliff, though, it's one of the nicer areas up in the Northland here. Oh, we're gonna make it. The houses up here are super nice. I guess they could be considered mansions, maybe. I'm sure we'll drive through a couple. They're like a dream home for me. A dream home that I wouldn't want to clean, though. I definitely, if I ever own a house that big, ideally would make enough money that I could have a maid. Also, this is really cool. It says Black Lives Matter. I don't know if you'll be able to tell on the camera, but when everything was going wrong in the world, for the major part of it, somebody drew that on there, and they did whatever they did to it so that it wouldn't wash away. Because it looks like it's chalk, but I don't know what they actually used, or if they covered it with something to make sure that the rain wouldn't blow it away. But there's a, you probably could Google it, but there's a shot from the sky. I can't think of the word of what that would be, and it's pretty cool. Very talented whoever did it. Yeah, look at these houses. Dreams, man. One day. One day. Heck, right now I just want a house in general. Like, I could have a house, but I'm pretty picky what I want in a house, so that doesn't help. The stop signs have crocheted like a koozie on it. That's funny. We just had a bunch of rain for a few days. Everything's so green right now. I love it. I mean, it poured. There's flooding. I love it when trees hang over like that. I really like trees. Bare trees like that fascinate me. Which I guess technically when that's happening most of the time it's when they're dead. I just love the look that the branches give off. It's a fun fact about me. Fun and random. Oh, for you Game of Thrones lovers, I finally finished the season, or the series. We finally finished the series. It took us a long, long time. It's a very, very powerful show. A show you have to be. Look at the puppy. Oh, he's a good boy. Oh, it's a big boy. It's definitely a series you have to be in the mood to watch, because there's, man, a lot happens in an episode. Like, one episode we watched, just like a couple episodes that we watched, it felt like the entire season in one episode because so much happened. You know, though, I'm grateful that some of the characters that oh, there's another puppy. Some of the characters I absolutely loved made it to the end, and I thought for sure every single one of the ones I liked was gonna die. Now, I haven't researched it to know why people are so upset, because I remember that being like a huge thing when like the final episode came out a couple years ago. Whenever it came out, the people were just so mad how it ended, and I can see why, and I think if my theories are correct, I understand why people are mad. However, I think what happened, and I don't want to spoil it because I hate spoiling stuff for people, so I'm not going to say what happened in case there's somebody watching my video that hasn't seen the series. But I think what happened and how it happened was right. Based on the things that led up to it, I agree with it. But on the flip side, I can understand why people didn't like it. Though none of us should be shocked, because, I mean, a lot of people died in that series. It's also a series that, like, I would love to read the books, because I'm sure the books are way better, because that's how it always works. However, the books are extremely long. My partner has read, I think, 2 of them, and they're extremely long. I'm currently trying to read the first book of the, I think it's of the Da Vinci Code. I can't remember what the first book's called. It's not the Da Vinci Code, it's the one before it. In order so I can watch the movies, because I was told to read the book first because the book is so good. And it is the first book I have ever read that has had over 100 chapters. I'm on like chapter 110 or something, and I'm at 80%. I've never read a book this long. And yeah, some of the chapters are like 2 minutes long, which is like, what, 3 pages or something, depending on your reading speed. But still, it's insane. And it's, because I've been so busy, it's taken me a very